We just got an incredible preview of March Madness. Now let me help you celebrate in style on a budget at home. Because let's face it, we're not going to be playing it, and half the fun is watching our favorite teams. So the first thing that I'm going to talk to you about is gearing up in style. Now you'll notice, yes, I'm a huge UNC fan, as we now have established, but all of these were pieces that I got when I went to visit Chapel Hill, where my daughter is. This is from Target. This is from Costco, and you can even go to places like vintage stores or Goodwill to find some of your favorite fan gear. The trick is to go where your university is. So here in Nashville, obviously I know we've got a lot of Orange fans, UT. So again, go to some of those stores. Even like a Walmart is going to have great team items for less. Now if you're looking for some of the more vintagey items, especially ones that have a date on them, maybe a past championship tee, something like that, this is where a Goodwill or a vintage store or a thrift store is really going to come in handy, because obviously you're not going to find these new anymore. So you might even go to an outlet mall, places like Nike or Columbia. They have fan gear at a great discount and with their apparel. So keep that in mind. Now when we're celebrating at home, you could go out and buy your team's colors, but if you just want to keep it simple, go orange, right? We've got basketball. Now I did things like going to my local dollar store, and this is a great way to get the kids involved too. I just bought plain orange plates, and what you can do is take a Sharpie and you draw around the circle here. You kind of trace it, and then you make your line down the center. You make your line across, your little loops, and you've got a basketball. Now I wouldn't have these for people to eat off of, but these are fun to display. Now if we're going to stick with the orange theme, you can do the same thing with an orange, and you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to take a marker. I found that a marker works better than a Sharpie, and you're going to go across, and you're going to go down, and then around and around, and you can do that all the way. But isn't that the cutest thing? You've got a basketball. Kids are going to love that. And you can do the same thing with one of my favorite candies, the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. And you're just going to take some squeezable icing. You could do this with caramel and any number of items. Oops, and we kind of got dried up here a little bit. But you can see right here we did the same exact thing, where you take your icing and make that same pattern, and you've got a great little basketball treat, or Reese's Pieces, which conveniently come in our brown and orange already. And I just showed you what you can create here on a plate, but you could do this on a cake, on a cookie, and it's just, I used icing again just to secure it, but this would be great to put on top of a cake, and you've got a really fun and inexpensive basketball themed treat that everyone's going to enjoy. And of course you can round that out with tablecloths, anything like that. I also got the ever popular cheese balls. These have gone down a little bit as we've been at the station here. People have been snacking. Orange gum balls, any of these ideas are great. Or just put some Reese's Pieces in a mason jar and you've got a fun basketball treat. Now don't forget the fun. You've got to print out brackets for everyone that's going to be there. This is even fun to do if you've got friends or relatives that are, you know, going to be watching past your party, or you can keep up with it before the party. Let's say you're doing this for the Final Four. Keep up, do a little fantasy league and print these out. These are free. I'll link to them on SamiCone.com. Of course, I had to print out the 2017 bracket because go Heels, that's when UNC won. But I'll link to all that. There's so much fun coming up with the selection show. And then, of course, March Madness starting this week. So I can't wait. I want to thank all of my guests that were on the show today. We got some great treats. We got some great tips. But I just am so excited for this time of year. Have a great day. Make sure you make it great. And do not wait to tell someone you love how you feel about them. Bye, friends.